one final step I'm going to do in my preparation for this, what do you call it, blind end, part that sticks out. The fiber mesh is strong enough for torque in the concrete. This metal is not needed to hold it together. The mesh will be perfectly fine, but the mesh does not lay correctly because the closest chair is way over here and this mesh is way up in there. So I'm using this steel not as rebar or reinforcement, but I've weaved it through to ensure that the fiber mesh is right at the end. And if you look closely, it's very close to the end. If it touches the end, I'm in big trouble. But as I wave it up and down, I can see it's not touching at all, which means it simply cannot stretch over to there. Once there's concrete weight on there, it can't push it down, but that's not going to touch it on the end. So this steel will hold it in place. I've cut it to the right length. Going to be nice and strong. Otherwise it'd crack right there, and it would crack right there if this fiber mesh was to lay flat or go down into the bull nose somehow. As you can see, I twisted each chair the opposite way. I really took my time laying all this out with the chairs, and it's now tight all the way around, because once you get concrete on there, there's 150 pounds pressing down on there, especially as you pour it. So if it's loose or the chair isn't close enough to the edge, it's going to flip up or wave down and you lose your strength. There's a reason why the chairs are the exact same height. You want it to be perfectly straight in the middle all the way through, or if anything, a little higher. If it sinks down the bottom, you lose all the strength of the torque from the fiber mesh.